heart of the misty Appalachian mountains, nested among the whispering pines and winding creeks, there lived a woman known far and wide as Moonshine Mama. Her real name was Eliza May, but folks in those parts hadn't called her anything else for as long as anyone could remember. Moonshine Mama was a legend, not just for her potent brews that could make a grown man see stars, but for the spirit and resilience that seemed to echo the rugged landscape itself. She lived alone in a cozy cabin deep in the woods, surrounded by her stills and jars of moonshine, which she sold discreetly to those who sought her out. Eliza May was a woman of a few words, her eyes reflecting the wisdom of generations past, and her hands withered from years of hard work, but beneath her stoic exterior lay a heart as vast and wild as the mountains that cradled her. Many whispered tales of Moonshine Mama's past, of a love lost to the call of the hills and family torn apart by the harsh realities of life in Appalachia. But Eliza May never spoke of such things. Instead, she poured her heart and soul into her craft, brewing her moonshine with a passion that bordered on obsession. As the season changed and the years rolled by, Moonshine Mama's fame only grew. Travelers from far and wide would make the treacherous journey throughout the mountains just to taste her legendary spirits, each sip carrying the essence of the land itself. But as time marched on, Eliza May began to feel the weight of age bearing down upon her. Her steps grew slower, her hands less steady, and the shadows of the past seemed to grow longer with each passing day. One crisp autumn morning, as the leaves turned to fire and the air was heavy with the scent of wood smoke, Moonshine Mama made a decision. With a heavy heart and a determined spirit, she set out to find someone worthy to inherit her legacy. For weeks she wandered the hills and hollows, searching for that rare soul who shared her love for the land and her reverence for the craft of moonshining. And just when she began to lose hope, she stumbled upon a young woman named Lucy, who tended a small patch of corn nested in a sun-dappled clearing. From the moment Eliza May laid eyes on her, she knew that Lucy was the one. There was a fire in her eyes and a strength in her spirit that reminded Moonshine Mama of her younger self. Without hesitation, Eliza May took Lucy under her wing, teaching her the secrets of the trade and sharing with her the wisdom of generations past. And as the days grew shorter and the nights grew colder, a bond formed between them that transcended words. When the time finally came for Moonshine Mama to pass on, she did so with peace in her heart, knowing that her legacy would live on in Lucy and in the spirits they had crafted together. And so, as the moon rose higher over the Appalachian mountains, casting its silvery light upon the land, the torch was passed from one generation to the next, ensuring that the legend of Moonshine Mama would never fade away.